Okay, Sunday stream time. Hey everyone, JSD Cool here, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where we are once again in Phase 4. Well, actually, for the first time starting a stream in Phase 4, and hello there. Yes, it is a Sunday. Very little. Some stuff has happened since the last stream. Like, I've actually got aluminum production working. Also, I am sitting in a Discord call here with Tyler, who may or may not pop on later. We will see if that happens. Jared Cole also probably won't be joining us again today, as once again he's probably working really late today, and yeah, that is completely fine. But yeah, in terms of Satisfactory, what I've done since the last episode is I've actually finished aluminum production. Now, it was actually a bit of a challenge to get the coal up here. Oh, is this still happening? Oh no, there's just nothing on this bed. Wait, why is there nothing on the... well, we soft-blocked the system. Shit. Okay, so bottom line, the aluminum system is broken. What is it soft-blocked for? Oh, it's actually soft-blocked for silica. Oh, I know how I can fix this. Okay, we'll get to that later, because, yeah, we got the aluminum production here, which goes into the aluminum ingots. Aluminum ingots then go through here and get converted into the aluminum, cladded aluminum sheeting, which is made with copper and aluminum ingots, and then, of course, the aluminum casing. Now, the reason why this stuff is important, this is actually kind of a realistic thing, is because by default, aluminum is actually is not very strong on its own. It's lightweight, sure, but not particularly strong. Which means it's very limited in what like raw aluminum can be used for. But some people found that by doing a bunch of chemistry and experimentation, if you add copper into, or if you alloy copper with some copper with a bunch of aluminum, and then cool it really, really fast, you get this really strong metal, which can be used to make things like aircraft. I think aircraft today are made out of composite materials and not aluminum, but at first aluminum was one of the things they used, and that's what this stuff is. But anyhow, we gotta, I guess, fix this production. In terms of other things that, actually, there's not too much else that I did in between episodes. I guess in between streams, I built up that stuff up there. I did a bunch of milestones. We'll get that later. Let's just make sure everything's fine with the... shit. I don't know what it is, but we gotta do some maintaining over by the power station, which sucks. Oh yeah, I unlocked I unlocked radars in the MAM, which allows us to just permanently see all the resource nodes. That's actually pretty cool and useful. I do want to put some more in over here. Oh, there's also this. Was that last stream when I did this? Actually, I don't think it was. Basically, what I did is I stood on top of the freighter as it was leaving for a milestone. It went up pretty high, and then we hit build limit, or theoretical world limit. I died and got flung all the way across the map over here, and I died off the edge of the map over here with all my stuff. So that was unfortunate. Oh, but yeah, first things first. These things are just full of silica, yeah. Awesome sync. I need to be able to awesome sync that shit. So... how do I get a belt to an awesome sync from here? I actually do not know what the best way to do that is at the moment. Wait, is this supposed to be heading to the awesome sync right here? Hang on, now I gotta follow this belt and see where it goes. Oh, this section of this floor is... oh, a lot of the sections on this floor are actually kind of empty, so when we need to produce future things, that floor is still open for a bit of business. Not that this floor isn't open for no, this floor is mostly full. So that goes outside, like, right there. There is stuff on there. Okay, now we gotta go outside, which we can't do on this floor for reasons. So we gotta go down. Alright, this floor. Wait, this is just... Yes, there is an outside hole on this floor. Alright. That was probably the long way to get over here. Oh yeah, we also have space for more refineries and such. So I theoretically could have set up aluminum production down here, but this is meant more for, like, oil and crap. Okay. Ah! Yeah, that'd be a problem. Oh, I haven't checked out the Mark V conveyor belts yet. I'll have to do so. Oh. Also realized I don't have... Oh, I do have some stuff on me, I guess, from when I went and got the coal. Gonna need to put a merger on the belt here. Is this going to... Nah. That's apparently too steep, it says. So we're gonna run it there. There we go. Now that stuff can be avoided. Actually, I'm gonna wanna increase this stuff to at least tier 2. Because I honestly do not know... I mean, if I'm gonna probably use this, so I honestly do not know how fast stuff is, and then we'll just... I don't have 3 aluminum. Hold up. I gotta get 3 aluminum sheets, guys. I did not expect to be able to go into that belt. Alright, let's go all the way back up to the roof to get 3 of those aluminum sheet thingies. This staircase will be useful to me to get me right up underneath the roof. So the floor that's actually kind of empty because I guess we just didn't use this section of it. Problem is, a lot of assembly lines today are so big that you want to have a decent amount of space on a specific floor in order to actually get them going. Oh yeah, how about that Coolcraft episode I put out today? 51 minutes long, I believe. End of a season. 51 minutes of the end of a season. Oh yeah, also, we got this, like, tier 3 belt of copper here that I fed into 1 smelter. Oh, hey. What the heck? Pet the flying manta. I didn't know you could just stably stand on those. That is interesting. Alright. Let's go... Tier 5. Faster than anything needs to ever go ever. Whoa. Oh yeah, I guess we have a lot of those filing in, but look at that point per minute skyrocket. Once we started putting the automated wirings in there. Also, how's our factory utilization spiked suddenly here? Power is more or less the same. Oh, I do gotta go look into the issue with the power plant. Yeah, when we go to make our power plant into a rocket fuel power plant, I'm definitely going to be doing something to make sure that it doesn't have the issues that it's currently having. Or at least if it does, it'll eventually rebound. Because its current problems don't make any fucking sense with the way it's set up. Alright. Have to go down a floor to see how do I hook into this now. Well, I guess put a merger onto here, and then tier 2 that, and that, and I need more. Well, okay. So we'll put this there. We'll just use Mark 1 because... Okay, cool, that's connected. Alright. Up we go. Also, I briefly had a look at some of the recipes for this next set of project parts. Oh my gosh! This is in a terrible location. Okay. Gonna have that there. Just slap this guy by the wall. This really does make it much harder to actually put stuff in, but hopefully this line will be moved. Oh, crap. Oh, that didn't actually... Okay. Oh, we need smart splitters, which require stuff I do not have. Alright! Time to get the stuff I don't have for the smart splitter. This is definitely how I imagine stuff. Oh yeah, we can also just... Actually, I gotta go listen to milestone text for you guys. And research stuff, so hold on. Inbox. We'll get some stuff going here. Alright, where do we start? Probably at bauxite refinement. Wait, no, we have bauxite refinement. Hover pack.
Milestone reached. The hover pack draws energy from nearby power connections, and so can only be used in their vicinity. It provides an excellent vantage point of your work, which you clearly need. Otherwise, you would have optimized that obvious problem by now.
I mean, I can get a vantage point. I'll get a vantage point if I want one. There's a lot of stuff here. Alright, Logistics Mark V, which is the belts that I just used there.
Milestone reached. Fixit dedicated this milestone to the conveyor belt and lift Mark V. They may be implying that your factory could be further optimized. While they are correct, I believe they are setting unreasonable expectations. Having all of humanity very definitely relying on your work is a lot of pressure.
Very definitely.
It's a good thing I'm here.
So... high-speed connector... quick wire, okay. This is the wrong direction. There we go. I found an efficient way to get in here. See, the thing is, a lot of people play this game in a way that isn't very efficient, which completely goes against, like, everything that Fixit stands for, man. Like, they're not here for the architecture, they're here for the efficiency, guys. Come on. Do better. Fix it. Alright. High-speed connector time. Actually, I want to see what happened to our DNA points there. Yeah, that was just the influx of those things. After those things disappeared, it went right back to slightly better than where it was beforehand. Still a pretty cool graph, though. Alright. Only 8 of these. Oh gosh. Hopefully 4 is going to be enough. I don't got all day to wait around here. I got control system development to do, apparently. No idea what control system development is. I know it has stuff for future research and whatnot, which I guess is important. A smart splitter. So, oh, it's... Yeah, we need a craft bench up here. That requires copper sheeting. I mean, I like the design of this factory, but when I need to, like, get between floors and stuff, it is starting to be quite annoying. You go up these stairs so much faster than you go up in a jetpack with normal fuel. Because I know different fuels change the characteristics of the jetpack. But normal fuel is the only thing that we really have a surplus of right now. Okay. AI limiter. I didn't need the high-speed connectors, apparently. Well, that's a mistake, then. I could have sworn you needed high-speed connectors. Whatever. Okay. One smart splitter, and then we need another one, like... I guess here? anyhow. And this way is gonna be overflow. We're gonna then put in a merger here. Yeah, there's gonna be some clipping here. There's really nothing I can do about it. So, both of these will then eject their overflow. I know this isn't gonna be ideal, but this is like a... Hey, if something like this happens, where we're not using this stuff to the max possible potential, these things are gonna overflow on this and cripple production, basically. So we gotta slowly deal with it somehow. There we go, that's kind of what I expected. So that should allow... Yeah, that's allowing production to get underway again. Which is all we really ever needed. Alright. Now to go check out that issue with the power plant that I spotted at the beginning of the stream. Yeah, we're only 18 minutes in. So after we do that, then we can get into this stuff. Whee! Alright. To the power plant number 3. Let's see. I have a feeling I know what happened to the power plant, and it's terrible. And I don't know why it can even happen, but I guess I'll just have to design the power plant better when we upgrade it to rocket fuel. Which is hopefully accurate. So hopefully my plan today is that we can get to the unlocking of rocket fuel. Because and then we can start working towards implementing a rocket fuel powered power plant. All of these things look good right now, that's good. You see, our issue comes, yeah, that's not full. Which is a problem. Somehow. That one's also not full, oh no. Oh no. Okay, so the real problem here is that... the real cause of problems here, and hopefully, like, when we get to the rocket fuel setup, it won't even be capable of having these problems, is that we use turbo fuel here at the exact, and I mean exact rate at which it is theoretically being produced here. This stuff is moving currently, which is good. If something happens over here for some reason, where one of these things stops for a brief moment, it'll cause, effectively, chaos to erupt within the system. Actually. Oh yeah, it'll cause, effectively, chaos to erupt in the downstream system here. Which, the fluid buffers are, to their credit here, to try to smooth out, but it clearly doesn't always work. I've just thought of a potential way to at least alleviate the problem in the short term. Would be to put Mark II pipes in here so that the fluid can at least be distributed here. It doesn't, or adequately distributed all the way down to the end here. That won't theoretically prevent... It doesn't look like it's a distribution problem right now, so I don't know... Oh! Oh, hang on. Wait. Oh, I know what might be going on here. That's some extra fuel being burned off that we cannot rely on there. But I'm pretty sure it went down anyway. So, currently, I guess for over here, what we can do to at least make these buffers be able to make sure to always fuel these things, if they have excess fuel in them, is add... Trying to think here. Add Mark II pipes generally will help. I don't know if upgrading pipes removes the contents of the pipes. If so, that's going to be even more devastating, but... Given that we have a decent bit of capacity in the system right now, I'm going to switch off 4 generators on each side to try to make sure these tanks get topped off. It's going to be a total of 8 generators that I'm turning off here, but this is just to make sure that these tanks can stay in tip-top condition. So I will now run back to get more copper sheeting and plastic, which is what we need for Mark II pipes. But yeah, now there should be a bit. Now those buffers should start slowly going up because we're not actually using it at the top rate anymore. We're still using it, we're just not as fast. There should be net increase in the amount of fuel inside of those. Now, as for that other activity that we're seeing on the grid, I know what that is, and that is one of the poor decisions I think that Jared Cool made. I mean, if we need to get rid of fuel, we could just pipe it into some fuel generators which aren't connected to anything. But if it's going to be an inconsistent supply, I don't want it to be on the grid effectively. But yeah, this factory over here is, I think, the cause of our questions right now. Because I effectively restarted the production of computers which require a ton of plastic. This belt here started moving. Like that. Yeah, should have been smart about how I get over here. Anyhow, because this stuff started moving, there started to be some residue production over here. And now we do have to do something with that residue. So the residue is pumped over this way into these refineries right here, which, I mean, I guess, which aren't able to run consistently at the moment. The output of them is sent through this pipe, out here, into this terrible generation setup now. There's obviously nothing actually staged in this tank right now, because Jared Cool didn't set this thing up correctly. But anytime these things get a morsel of fuel, like that, they run for a little while, burn that fuel, and then they immediately run out and go offline. Which makes the top level of our grid very unstable. Just like a geothermal generator does. So that's what's happening at the top of our grid right now, but we're not at capacity, so it's not a big deal. Anyhow. Time to acquire the resources for making everything work correctly. Or the resources for hopefully fixing our power supply issue over at the actual power plant. So a bunch more copper sheeting and some plastic. And then we can get onto this milestone, which is going to contain some necessary stuff that we have to produce. So that'll be interesting to see how that works. Okay, hopefully that's enough copper. Oh, we are using some of this plastic. Alright, let's get that. Alright, now we can go back there and upgrade a bunch of pipes, so that hopefully we can distribute the fuel out to all the generators fast enough. The only concern will still be production. I mean, actually, and I don't know if this is actually going to change anything, because we were already going 300 split into 2 pipes for efficiency's sake. Whatever. It should just generally help. I hope. I really hope it helps. Because honestly, doing an equal distribution system for pipes seems a little stupid, but also kind of annoying to do, because unlike conveyor belts, which are pretty easy to manipulate and stuff, pipes are annoying. Very annoying. So I guess we'll just have to see what I do for that. But, you know, we have control system development to do first. After the pipe upgrade, that is. Net negative, that's not good. Okay, there's a net positive there. And then it just swings back to net negative. That's very annoying. This one's almost full. Oh, and you can see it's actually going up right now. Oh yeah, that's a very... and it goes to net negative. Then it goes back to a bit positive. Okay, this one is largely positive though, so that's going up. Should theoretically be flowing at around 120 cubic meters per minute. Anyhow, pipe upgrade. Does this delete all the fuel inside the pipe? No, it doesn't. It just reanimates. Cool. Yeah, okay. Now again, hopefully this will optimize the distribution of fluids, as Pipeline Mark IIs can allow up to 600 cubic meters per minute of flow. There we go. So now theoretically the maximum flow, the maximum flow right here is 600. Why is there 0? Now there's a little bit of flow. Oh, strange. It's so hard to tell if this stuff is getting kicked offline or not. Just when I turned... Oh, I guess I didn't turn the front 4 off on this side. I only turned the front 2 off. Huh. Funny, I swear I did. That's probably why this one was going up so much faster. It is almost full now. Yeah, look at that net there. Good. Alright, we come back a little while after these milestones have been completed. And, yeah. Got it. Alright, milestone completion time. Milestone completion time. There are a lot of things on the HUD these days. And I should add... Okay, I want to add more radar towers to the map, because again, it shows all the resources, and you can, like, see... I can see the radar tower. Click on it, like, ooh, there's its range, ooh. They require, like... 25 crystal oscillators, which are a pain in the ass to make. So... Yeah, anyhow. 200... Okay, so 1,000 plastic. So we'll start there. I went up a floor too far for the plastic. So... 1, 2, 3, 4... Okay, 5. There we go. There's 1,000 plastic. 200 computers, which is going to be up 2 floors. Right here. That's going to get the production line running. And then 400 of these, which is 2 stacks. And 200 of these, which is a single stack. Is the void train still... Wait. Crap, I forgot to hook something up over here. What's going on? Why is this not moving? Okay. Oh, that was super inefficient use of the jetpack there. Oh, is this not actually... You jerk. This game told me it was connected. It's not. Should have put that over here then. There we go. That should work better. Alright. Alright then. Here we go. That was weird how everything kept moving around there. I don't understand it, But anyway, here we go. Control system. Actually, what does control systems development give? It gives us all this stuff: sulfuric acid, the blender, which is super important, radio control units, supercomputers, which are different from the supercomputers before. Let's go.
Milestone reached. Several parts more efficient and powerful than the human brain can now be made, to compensate for many deficiencies otherwise encountered in future development efforts. The blender enables you to mix and/or combine parts and fluids for more complex recipes. Most importantly, project part number 6, the assembly director system, should be produced and delivered to the space elevator as soon as possible.
I mean, it'll be produced in time, don't worry. How big is this? This thing is big. Let's go up to the roof and see if we can even fit this thing on the floor. I will see what we need for the next milestone in a moment. Okay, so this thing is big. Obviously it has 4 inputs, 2 fluid, 2 non-fluid, and 1 output of fluid and 1 output of non-fluid. Okay. Trying to think. In this game, are there any buildings that have more than 1 belt output? Obviously, a lot of them have multiple belt inputs. But is there any building that has more than 1 belt output? Oh yeah, this thing also cannot fit in our current floors. It is actually too tall. So yeah, floor sizes are gonna have to go up, unfortunately. Because I might need to dismantle the ceiling. Anyhow. Besides that, I don't know why we need the blender in this factory yet. I know what it's gonna be used for in the fuel factory, but power generation aside, what's next? We're gonna skip hazmat suits. So aeronautical engineering, which is drones and drone ports, that's useful, but not what I think I want. So, let's see. Specifically, advanced aluminum production is, I think, where I want to go next. Because this gives us the empty fluid canister, which is necessary to unlock rocket fuel. Nuclear engineering, we will need to produce supercomputers. Advanced aluminum production, we need to produce radio control units, which... Okay, let's do some research here. Codex. Parts. Whee! What are the differences? Both of these require computer production. No! We will have to produce both of these in sufficient quantities, as this is used in this. And this... Well, we don't have anything this is used for yet, but we will need this for research anyway. 2.5 computers per minute. The only 1.4. I think task number 1 should just be automating crystal oscillators at a decent production rate, because those things aren't too hard. Oh. OS. Yeah, it's only 1 per minute each though, so that's going to take a lot to automate. Let me see what production rate we have for computers. There is a bunch of empty space on this floor though, which is why I think we could pack crystal oscillator creation onto this floor. So we have 3 of these, okay, each of these is 2.5 per minute, and we're gonna assume they're all operating at peak efficiency. With that in mind, this thing only requires 2 per minute, so how many free computers per minute are we doing? 5.5. We currently have 5.5 free computers per minute. And it's loud over here. Let's go over here. It's less loud here. Scroll, please. This thing wants exactly 2.5 per minute for 2.5 per minute, which is doable. This thing wants 7.5 per minute for a little over 1. Okay, I'm sorry. Supercomputers are going to require their own full production line with a lot more plastic production. I guess I'll talk with Jared Cool about that tomorrow. So the radio control unit, I think, is what we should focus on today. Yeah. So, step 1, create 2 crystal oscillators, because 1 per minute is what a single manufacturer will do. I died in the void, so I don't have any resources on me. So I need to like go and get stuff for them. So the modular frames. That's probably enough. And then motors, which are floor 3. I believe. That sounds familiar, so... We should just put signs on each one of these saying the floor number. Alright. So, also with quartz, we have a tier 1, a tier 2, and a tier 3 belt of quartz, I believe, coming into the factory. The tier 2 belt is being partially used, but it might switch what's using that to tier 1, as I don't think it's really using tier 2 speeds. Tier 3 belt is being half used up here, right here. This is half of the tier 3 belt in use. And I'll have to see exactly how much of the belt, how much quartz we're going to need for the crystal oscillator production. I went down too far. I only want to go down to here, where we have some open space that we can squeeze a bunch of stuff in. So, step 1. Crystal oscillator. So, reminder, we're going to have to double these rates for everything. So, for 2 of these per minute, which is what we're targeting right now, let's see. We're going to need these all. I mean, the 5 reinforced iron plates per minute seems really doable. So, quartz crystal. These ratios for quartz really. So we need 36 per minute. These ratios. 36 divided by 22.5. When you're going to need 1.6, which is... a full 60. So basically we're just going to need that entire... You know, the entire tier 1 belt will be fine for this. Okay. Cables are no problem. And then we're going to need 5 reinforced iron plates. So... Also incredibly simple. We just need 1... the ratios get weird, but we just need 1 of those. Alright. Hey, I see Tyler's undeafened at some point, and he's just muted right now. Interesting. So he can hear everything that I'm saying, in theory. Interesting. Anyhow, let's see. Start this from the end of this production for crystal oscillators. We're gonna need 2 of the manufacturers, which we will nudge exceed. Oh, there's a maximum nudging distance? Damn it. Alright, well. Plastic! Ah! Okay, well that's like halfway up there. Thankfully we can climb over refineries a lot. No, I could add some lights into the factory here, but then that would be... That would just be kind of annoying. You know, we'll add a temporary bit of light organization to this floor here. We'll This is very much overkill, by the way. Actually, this also won't do very much in terms of actually lighting stuff up. Yeah, just that just lights up this spot, actually. LED. Oh, I don't have the stuff for a ceiling light, apparently, but I have stuff for wall-mounted floodlights. Okay, so apparently I have the stuff for wall-mounted floodlights. We'll put, like, one here. Oh, I can only build one of them. Alright, well... These things also aren't very useful up close, are they? Alright, we won't do that then. We'll just use the flashlight. Ooh, alright. Distractions. I've been getting distracted a lot today, I find. I don't know why. Don't know why. So then we need the 1.6. Yeah, 1.6 of the quartz production per minute, so we can. Interesting. This area looks pretty empty. We can fit 2 constructors here. So just do this and lower this to 60%. Right. I don't know how everything else is getting into these, but yeah, it's fine. And then we merge like here. Yeah, that'll be enough. Alright, so that's that. All settled. Cables. We need 28 cables per minute, which is just 1 constructor for cables. Amazing. So actually, what's it's probably just gonna be towards the top of parts, yeah. So 1 cable is 60 wire per minute. So 30 cables is 60 wire. That's 30 copper per minute. So you can fit 3 more constructors in back here, I guess. So think I got it getting this right, guys. Now feel free to say anything in chat if you think I'm messing up here with what I'm doing. So that is, yes, that's just a single smelter for copper. Which I suppose we might also be able to fit in this space. It'd probably feel a little bit better back this way anyhow. Whatever, we'll deal with where the heck... Oh. We'll deal with where the heck all the inputs go later. That is none of our concern at this moment in time. Oh yeah, that reminds me. I actually have to do the milestone selection out here then. The freighter returns in a minute, but we can still select advanced aluminum production. I don't exactly know what this unlocks that actually helps us do aluminum more advanced, but whatever. Also, oh, we have a lot of space over here to do a lot of other stuff, yeah. I am proposing, I guess, that in terms of copper, the actual copper input for this, we take it off of that, which has, again, a tier 3 belt worth of copper, and we're currently using 30 upstairs for that, I believe. So, 30 off of that should be fine. So actually, here's the thing. Can I... Should I, though? Whatever. If I take this down to the... And then to R, that... Yeah. Ooh, cool. And then I... Splitter that. I highly doubt that we can... Oh no, that does let me do that. Cool! Alright. Okay, that's what I kind of wanted you to do there. Alright. 2 out of 3 resources, good. Alright. Or at least the production line for 2 out of 3 resources is set up. Now there are 5 iron plates per minute, which... Hey, we have a lot of space over here. I think we'll be able to do it. So, that's going to be a singular assembler, and we're going to come at this from the other angle here, so this should all be fine. Hopefully. Alright, so we got our 1 assembler here, making reinforced iron plates. That requires exactly 30 iron plates and 60 screws. So, iron plates, it's going to be 1.5 of these. And then, in terms of 60 screws, I know the ratio... Oh, I really did not need to believe that. 1.5 of both of these should equal out. So I guess we make 1, 2, 3, 4 constructors. Iron plate at 50%. And screws at 50%. So that's 15 rods. And okay, alright, so this is going to require 15 rods, which is exactly one of these. That requires 15 ingots per minute. That requires 15, and that requires 30. So that's 60 iron right there. Cool. Yeah, I guess I'll just put this, like, here. Have this be making the rods. And, that. And then, like, gonna need 2 conveyor belts here. There's 1. The Satisfactory music is just like making me feel things are more intense. Like, again, I often say this during streams, but I don't always wear headphones, right? Headphones are just worn on stream so that audio quality is better and whatnot. And if I'm speaking to people, it doesn't do ridiculous echoes. Therefore, I never... Oh, that's why that's stuck. Thought I put that in. Anyhow. I don't remember. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. I don't get to hear the sounds this crisply or loudly generally when I'm playing, so the fact that I'm hearing all the factory sounds right now is crazy to me. Alright, and then we get... Crap. I need more stuff. stuff that we make on floor number 1. Booyah! Booyah! Hey, there's one of the things we're making. Or at least trying to make right now. Trying to make in a very complex way. Gosh. The lengths I go to in this game to be efficient. So... iron and iron. Alright. Alright, that is just waiting on a tier 1 belt of iron there. I'm gonna go remind myself of what's over this, much quieter this side. This is waiting on a tier 1 belt of quartz coming into these guys. Okay, we'll put that there. And then this here is waiting on a smelter for copper. And I'm gonna just take copper from up above and pipe it down into this. Copper, then this, go into there. Just send that out a bit so we have room enough to splitter there. Alright. Then we need a... that. Hopefully that's in the right place. No, it's not. It needs to be a tad bit closer. Oh. And now that needs to be... There we go. So that's that. We'll go get the copper. The copper is the easiest one here because we don't actually have to do much to get it here. Just gotta introduce a splitter here. Or a line of splitter with this floor hole here. Ring a conveyor lift into this. There we go. That looks generally pretty low. Alright, that's copper dealt. The next easiest one is quartz, as that is already in the factory. We just gotta bring it up to this floor. Now, how we do that is the big question here. This belt is completely unused, by the way. There is an actual input to the factory for this belt that nothing is connected to. But we need to get that bottom belt right. Nope, no, that's not right. Where is this top one? Oh, it just kind of goes here and then stops. Actually, this will be the easiest one to route around stuff. Alright. Just gotta get this thing up and then over. Thankfully, because it is on top... Actually, not even because it's on top, but it's like right here. So we can just have it go up like that. Then come up like... Yes, and JRD Cool says it's too hard to route stuff around the inside of here now. KF. Just gotta be a little bit creative with how you route stuff. It's not hard, it's just, you know, a bit of a mental exercise. Oh, I could have pushed that stuff up further. I don't know what the hell was just going on there. So... sure. see that. Yeah, we'll go around this level where we're gonna put the wall. Put that there. And a normal wall here. So then we take this. Continue it there, and then it goes down at the wall segment to there. There we go. Also, oh yeah, I forgot to mention, you may remember last stream, there were issues with items just like not appearing on belts. After a proper restart of the Satisfactory server, that got fixed. So, that's all it required. Right, that's Quartzin. Now, iron. Do we have on tier 1 belts a spare tier 1 belt of iron anywhere? Inside the factory. Like, I know that we have used up basically all of the iron patches that are actually nearby. Apart from the pure patch over there and, pure patch there, apparently. There's some impure stuff there. Oh, no, wait, hang on. There's some normal purity stuff? Okay, hang on. I gotta go search for that, maybe? Because here's the thing. Again, I do not know what we're using, what we are actually using in terms of iron. This is a Mark IV belt of iron. I'm suspecting that's... Yeah, I think that stuff's all in use for heavy modular frames, now that I think about it. Yeah, probably. Actually, this copper line might be a little underutilized if we ever... In the future, this copper line might be a bit underutilized. Alright. I will go explore those... Where those patches of iron are. I do have some explosives on me, okay. Oh, I lost all my cluster explosives when I died. That's what I did. Oh, shame. Such a shame. Anyhow. We have a belt of limestone that's just coming in here but is unused. 2 belts of limestone coming in here that are completely unused. Whoa, okay. Note to self, we do not need limestone. Are we using all of these? Like, I actually do not know. I assume all of these are being used. But until I see this middle one move, I don't remember if we are actually using all of this iron over here. Anyhow, so... I don't remember what... Okay, we want to go over... This way there are 2 unclaimed iron patches of questionable purity, but we only need 60 iron, so... I'd be willing to overlook a lot. Let's just get a weapon ready here. No, we're heading in the right direction here. Yeah, it should be somewhere... Ah, right here, actually. Just scared him away. Good job. I don't think these are very pure. Get this guy. Here. Damn it! Both of those bits. Okay, he's coming right at me. What? You did... What? This guy just completely dodged my attack and hid behind a rock. Ah, there he is. Got him! I did not bring any resources for the miner with me. I guess I'm picking his remains up. Normal? Normal, okay. Right on the edge of the world here. Well, I will go get resources for a miner then. I do not have... Yeah, I don't have nearly enough. So what is the tier... A tier 3 miner is now in the cards, I believe. That is... Okay, we need portable... Okay. Steel pipes, encased industrial beams, and of course the portable miners. Look, there's a lizard doggo hanging out right next to our base. Wow, this is where Jerry Cole logged out. Interesting. Anyhow, up to the second floor. That's where all of our steel stuff is. I'm also prepared for a lot more stuff to enter the factory right here. I don't know if it ever will, but considering it seemed like there was an increasingly large amount of resources we were pulling into the factory from that direction, I was like, safe bet. Alright, let's see. And there's also, what resource stack am I gonna have to build on top of? Oh gosh, it is over an hour into the stream. We haven't done all that much in progress. Oh, so great. Strange how the personal miner is always required to build permanent miners. So this will give us... I'm just blanket doing a tier 2, by the way. I don't know why, I just kind of am. I guess it's in case it becomes necessary in the future. I also do not know where I'm heading with this. Oh. Guess I'm heading over towards this stuff here, yeah. This patch of iron mines. Oh yeah. I opened up this cave at one point. There are definitely oh, cool, I can actually toss explosives. Yeah, I've seen creepy crawlies down in this cave. I don't know what's down there, if anything. But I don't have to go down there. I have a jetpack. Yeah, there's a creepy crawly right over there. Maybe it's dead. If so, good. Should be dead by now. But yeah, I don't know why we'd go down there. That is a useless cave from my perspective. Okay, I guess we're gonna be hooking it on top of this unused patch of limestone, which is annoying because I'm just gonna have to leave an extra space on the belt then. Once we get over here, leave an extra space on the belt. So what I'm gonna try to do is hook into that. Because it's already a... Oh, my game just ran. Oh no! Oh no! The game crashed! Exception access violation while looking at address. Okay, that's an address. That's the first time I've seen Satisfactory 1.0 crash. Oh. Frick, why is the green screen doing this? Has it been doing that for a while and I just haven't noticed? Well, this certainly has put a bit of a delay in the getting this stuff working. Okay. Send report. Because, I mean, it asks for a description. I have no idea how to describe that. I was just looking at stuff and jumping, and oh, you can tell the game's booting up because of how much is lagging right now. You're right. Oh, I love when games crash. Alright. We back. Hopefully. And that's the genius of a server. if I crash, the server didn't crash, so it's fine. Level up, haha, kidding, we don't have levels. Alright. So anyhow, yes. Oh no. Hey, is there nothing rendering on this belt? Oh man, don't tell me that's happening again. Look, stuff renders up to the... Okay. Okay. Game's lagging while things load again. Okay, I think stuff's not rendering on the belt. Okay, it's just loading lag. Okay. Anyhow. Reinforced iron plates. That's what I was going to get. Don't get distracted again. Or else the game will crash. Probably. That's fun. Alright. Oh yeah! This lake looks a lot greener than I remember. Oh, no, we did this last stream where I got the water up for the aluminum production. Everything's fine there. Actually, I've seen like pictures online of this giant like spaghetti stack of conveyor belts and machines and stuff that someone made. For me, what doesn't make sense is how do you get like water up there to put in like your machines for like aluminum and whatnot? Just doesn't make sense. Wait, I also realized that we haven't been doing anything with the hard drives and alternate recipes in this playthrough right now. I'm not entirely sure why as well. I just can't be bothered to collect and use them. Because they did overhaul the alternate recipe system to make it like actually not terrible like it was before. Because actually, if you didn't know before, if you had a custom recipe, or before it would just randomly select 3 alternate recipes for you, and you could have already unlocked the other recipe. Okay, you could have already unlocked some of the recipes on the list. So like, I think there would always be one that you didn't have, but if you had collected all but one hard drive on the map, it would show you. It would show you the last recipe you haven't unlocked, but also 2 recipes you had unlocked, and you could choose the recipes that you had unlocked already, and then you would have wasted your hard drive and never gotten everything, and have never been able to get all the alternate recipes. We should look into alternate recipes at some point. Hold on, gotta get rid of a tree here. There we go, problem solved. Glad they changed the system anyway. And then we'll figure it out from there. Alright. I think it would be an interesting task for a playthrough to just have like one player going around the world finding resource nodes that haven't been tapped yet and just placing miners on top of them and belting them back to the factory before they are needed. And then you just have like stacks of like iron belts and copper belts ready at the factory, ready to use at a moment's notice. It's just like, wow, we have everything. And then of course once you unlock the tier 2 miner, we start going around to everything, upgrading everything to tier 2, upgrading the belts that everything sits on to tier 2, or not tier 2, but to like better tier belts that can handle everything. I think that'd be an interesting thing for a play session. It wouldn't be the most interesting thing for someone to do. Okay, now I gotta figure out how the heck we're doing this. Valid placement. Okay. They went too far. Alright, there we go. Now we just gotta make sure everything along this path is tier 2. You see? That's not tier 2. Because I've had issues with the things coming in here before where we were piping in belts of higher tier items, but the actual inputs weren't of the tier that we needed them to be. So, you know, our outputs would just not be going as fast as they should. I'm explaining this to you like you don't understand how belts work. I assume you do understand how belts work, I guess. But yeah, we've had issues in the past where those belts haven't been the correct level. So yeah, that should hopefully mean that they are leveled correctly. Great to see that we are fully taken charge of all. I mean, I could have. This would have been a much closer belt stack to boots of it. Why is this limestone miner even here? What did Jaredy Cool do this for? Alright. There we go. This miner is now online. And I probably wouldn't have known that these iron patches were here if I didn't put up the radar tower. And be able to scan for all resources. Wow. Scan. Scan. Alright, now we gotta finish routing this belt inside the factory. And then use only half of it. And we'll have the crystal oscillators. Half of what we need. Let's go. Alright, so that's gonna come in onto the top of this here, which is tier 2. Actually, what I need to do is I need to come down here. Make sure all this stuff is tier 2. Looks like it is. Okay, good. But we're not using it, dang it! I have... Come on! I haven't used it... Oh my gosh. You see, this factory is getting to be large enough where I have no idea that we have, like, completely unused stuff. So that should be 120 iron right there. Oh, I don't have quartz crystals. Hey, there are some quartz crystals sitting on the ground right here. 200 of them, in fact, for some reason. So... Alright, let's select iron ore. So... X120 unused. There we go. So strange. Anyhow. So all those input belts are correct. You just gotta take this belt and then get it to where we want it on the currently up there. Gotta get it up there somehow. Now, the challenge here is that there are a bunch of belts and walkways in the way. Safe to say it does not need to go there, though. So we do that. Sorry to say, but this thing is gonna have to go around a bit of stuff here. Because we need it on this floor right here. Which means, say... Let's go over... Let's not guess. Let's actually... Oh, I never connected that. How embarrassing. Alright, so, yeah, right here... in the corner, I guess, is where merger splitter. Should also be tier 2 here. I don't care what happens after that merger. Okay. Okay. There we go. Alright. We take this conveyor belt and we just, like, run it along the wall here. Can lock this hologram. Okay, good. Ooh. Don't take me away, no! Okay. The belts. Always, it's always a thing with belts. Ah. Dang it. If I go there... just delete the belt that exists for now. There we go! Whenever that iron gets into the factory, it will now be routed all the way to where it needs to be, which means everything is theoretically fueled. Time to start plugging shit in. Which is good, because we have power lines right on the oh, actually. One thing before things get going. We actually need an output. We need some place to, I guess, output this stuff. Over here soon. Looks good. Alright. So, somewhere on the next floor is where the actual production that we're interested in here is gonna be smart engines or whatever, and I need steel. Okay. Smart engines. That's what we're doing, right? I actually did. I have no idea what we've been doing, honestly. We've been slowly working towards this, like, piece of the puzzle, which I'm like, oh yeah. We're trying to make that other thing, aren't we? Right, all the way up here. This into there. We add a merger here. Alright. Now we can turn this, or connect all of the required things to the power grid. We need to upgrade the outlets, apparently. I do much prefer Mark II outlets. They have a good increase in stuff. I like it was weird when we unlocked the tier 3 power poles. I believe the message Ada said was they can handle significantly more connections than a Mark II. They handle 3 more connections, which is basically none. I mean, I mean actually that I guess that is the status quo, right? Because it's like 4 to 7. Yeah, I guess it's 3 more connections each, but it's not significantly more. It's false advertising. That's what I'm worried about. These are also tier 1. Okay. Actually, a little QOL change that I've noticed in 1.0, at least I don't think this was a thing before 1.0, is that when you're building conveyor poles, it'll try to place down the same tier of power pole that you were using, or that you're connecting from. So if I connect from a Mark II outlet, it's going to try to build a Mark II outlet. If I instead were to start building from a Mark I outlet, it's going to build a Mark I outlet. That is a nice quality of life change, because before it would always just do Mark I, and it's just like, but I need Mark II everywhere. Why can't we just have Mark II everywhere? Well, now we can. Alright, this whole assembly line is now completed. There we go. Just waiting for... Hey, there's the iron! Alright, everything's going here. Alright, now. What was it that I needed for those? Now, what else did I need besides the oscillators for the radio control unit? That's it. 2x5... Oh, we have everything! Cool! Actually, 40 aluminum casing per minute. That's a lot, actually. Like, that is actually a lot. What is our production of that? Because I know that stuff actually requires a fair amount of aluminum. I want to say it's 60. So we'd still be on top. Yeah, 60, but that requires 90. Mind you, we are producing 120, I want to say? Yeah, this is actually, we're producing 240 aluminum ingots, and this requires 90 for 60. But yes, we can do this. Where? Guess two things have to come up from the floor below, and the other thing is just like right here. So I guess we put in the manufacturer right here. Or do we want to? You know what? Well, let's do the this manufacturer over here. This is going to be for the radio control unit. We're going to be making 2.5 per minute, which isn't terrible, rate-wise. Like, we've... Heavy modular frames are a bit slower than that, obviously. So... we'll just do that and that there for... Okay, I think that... Yeah, that's automatically connected. So that'll be the computers and crystal oscillators, and then we just have to split on this. There we go. There we go. And of course, pipe that into that, and then we just need to do everything in the floor below, and the radio control units will be automated. Ooh. And we'll have to wait 20 minutes to get enough for this milestone. It's not the most glamorous, but it'll do. Alright, we're just waiting for stuff to come over here, and then these will start being produced. Oh, shit. Wait. Yeah. Oh, wait, crap. I remember the difficulty in this now. I remember what it is. So... Oh, crap. Yeah, so I'm not actually producing those. Okay, well, I guess I gotta get that production sorted out first. Please hold on that. I need more belts. Materials. This isn't Factorio. We don't have a quantity of just belts themselves. It's similar to Factorio in the style of game that it is, but this is not, no matter how much we all want it to be, Factorio. It's, you know, good game as well. Factorio is, after all, a great game. There we go. Alright. Alright, I think this is producing at everything here is producing at correct rates. This guy should now be able to start its production soon. Really? None have been produced yet. Whoa, it takes 2 minutes per, that's why. Okay. That's why we did multiple. Alright. Actually, wait, we have computers over there, so computers will go... We have computers on a belt right there. So So that's where we'll get our computers from. We'll, right here, put in a splitter. Okay. There's nothing for me to stand on over here. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I'll just stand on this. There we go. Now computers are just gonna get piped in. Alright, now we're cooking. We won't have any spare crystal oscillators for a while. But once we do have any spare crystal oscillators, they will cool up in there. Because we're producing 2 per minute and we only need a little over 1 per minute. So... and there go the crystal oscillators. Alright, we'll go upstairs. I love when it forgets to undo all the highlighting. That's always fun. Oh, and those are still highlighted. Alright, so this, 1 1/4 per minute. So yeah, 2 per minute will be a surplus eventually. Slow surplus, but a surplus nonetheless. And then, so when it takes 48 seconds to produce, we should make 2.5 of these per minute. Ratios. Alright, there it goes! Now while that stuff gets to work, I will be raiding our supplies over here to deal with the requirements here. So 400 of this. A whole stack of this. And 3,000. Remember in the first stream when I spent like an hour crafting wire? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's it. An hour crafting like 2,000 wire for the space elevator. Alright. Again, randomly changed the order of stuff there. That's so weird. Alright, now we're just waiting on the adaptive control units. And I think we haven't necessarily... oh! I just remembered! We turned off a portion of the power plant earlier in the stream. Let's turn it back on! Servers lagging. There we go. Multiplayer glitches. They do tend to happen from time to time. You're gonna... yeah, just... nothing interesting happening. No chat messages, which is quite usual. Anyhow, we can turn on this full extent of this, of the power production once again over here, because hopefully things have buffered to a state, which is good. Like again, I don't know why we've had a restart, or why, because I mean it usually happens when I'm not online, I guess. Why failures have happened in our production system over here. I don't know if it's like this stuff has had significant issues in production at some point, or if the fuel lines here have temporarily gone dry, or just these things didn't produce in time or something, or the pipes, maybe it was just quirkiness with pipes. We may never know. Okay, everything is full of fuel, which is good. That's wavy as usual because the actual production of fuel at the plastic plant is not... why are these all red? Wait, what the fuck is going on here? Okay, this is actually worse. Somehow we're at like half the power. Okay, this is worse. And I didn't notice. The other side I think is fine to resume full usage. I don't know why they're... yeah, I don't know what's going on over there. There's some glitch with me upgrading the pipes, I guess. I will reactivate all these, because I didn't realize that I screwed over the other side. That's fun. Maybe an issue like this is what's caused... oh no, this wouldn't have caused this. This is the opposite of the issue that they've had in the past. Because, like, okay, to here we're full. But here, there's basically none. Oh, there we go. I didn't know there was a blueprint dismantle mode. That's interesting. So that pipe was bugged is what I'm seeing. There we go. It's going to see a significant increase in our power production. And probably a significant drop in the contents of this tank as, yeah, it gets distributed at the maximum speed. How strange. I guess because of how fluids are simulated, they're not just like items on a belt moving through stuff. Yeah, I guess that's why they're... That looks strange. Oh, it went down again. Yeah, it's gonna take a hot second. Alright, so I guess we'll come back later. And hopefully this will have been settled out and I'm actually gonna be able to turn on all these generators, because we'll have fully filled this thing back up. Anyhow. I mean, these things are off right now. Wait, why was this one off? You weren't low on resources. That wasn't you, it was you. I again don't think this was low on resources. It was like exporting it, I guess, is where its problem is. Again, maybe I could do more efficient merging. Well, it's not going to matter too much, because we're going to have like 2 blenders. Or like 4 blenders in the next setup, which are going to be really significantly easier to merge all together. The strange problems we're having with this, I actually do not understand what's been the cause of some of this stuff. Yep. No idea. That's still going, that's funny. Ha 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 ha. Overflow protection on that is still working. 14! Woo! Yeah, we'll get that milestone before we leave today. Before I have to end off the stream today. Perhaps I should have done it so that the merger for these things get merged together and they get merged in here so they have a 50%. Here, let's go start chaining this stuff. Okay, this stuff can just go down the export pipe for now. So there we go. Alright, so now these things both get merged into this one track, which should have a 50% chance of going here. So we ideally want this stuff to be the priority. Actually, you know what we could have done? We could have just merged these in either side of this, then they would have a 60% chance of choosing one of these. Oh well, whatever. 50% chance of taking from existing production is fine. I hope that this system is working out fine here. I mean, ideally this thing limiting the flow out from outside to be just the amount that we expect from outside to provide is good. So that more can't flow in from those pipes. All looks good here anyway though, so... yeah, this here is what's keeping the production... Oh yeah, this thing does have to basically move continuously. Because they're being used basically as fast as this goes. 18! Woo! 18! Alright. Actually, I'll take a look at... But yeah, a lot of the ways that byproducts have been handled from this plastic factory over here is very terrible. Like, for instance, some heavy oil residues piped over to the factory, which I admittedly should I mean, I think it's actually been plumbed into the right location as well for where we can just restart black powder production. In fact, I should, so we can produce more types of explosives. Maybe I'll go do that in a moment. But again, this is a byproduct of plastic. If this plastic isn't always flowing, and it's flowing right now, but there's not a guarantee that this plastic is going to be flowing. If this plastic isn't always flowing, then neither is this going to be. And for the heavy oil residue that is pumped over this way, that ends up getting used along with all this to make some fuel of these things, the amount that's being produced over here, is, despite for some reason the fact that there's a lot in this pipe, the amount that's being produced here isn't consistent. I mean, theoretically it would be, but so it's like 80 fuel per minute over here. And it's being sent to this train wreck of a power station here. Look, if we turn the heavy oil residue into fuel as a useful byproduct, and then we just void the fuel by feeding it into these generators, that's fine. But they're on the grid, which makes things so much worse. 20 cubic meters of fuel per minute. Yeah, in theory, this does fine. In theory. But in practice, because there's no buffer and shit, we get these things stopping. Like this. So, hold on. If we can just turn this one off for now. These three will then start to run more consistently going into the future, and then we'll build up a small stockpile here. I don't know, I'll have to see what Jaredy Cool is actually trying to do. Assume each of these has 240 oil per minute flowing through it. Hang on. Oh yes, today's October 6th. 1 month till Planet Coaster 2 comes out. Look at that. Look at that. Anyhow. So we have 240 oil per minute, or 2 times 240 per minute. What are these? These things each take 30. There's 8. Should be 8 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, there's only 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so each of these theoretically could have 2 more refineries on them. Produce even more output. But all these currently are producing plastic that is going to the factory for use in the production of computers. And then byproduct fuel is being pumped out there. Now, if the goal obviously is to just burn off that fuel, again, I don't think those generators, because of how inconsistent they can be, should be on the grid, but I understand if they're there just to burn the byproduct of fuel. Theoretically, we could turn some up, we could maybe siphon a bit of it off, turn it into turbo fuel. Actually, I might want to just do that. Anyway, let's get all this, because actually, here, we have, okay, there are 12 the refineries over there. How much heavy oil residue are they outputting? $10 each, so it's 120 total. So 120 heavy oil residues being output. Oh, that one's been downclocked. Okay, I think these things are set to just accept just low enough where the stuff that we're pumping over to the factory theoretically would actually be sufficient. So I'm going to test that out. We need power lines. Power pole. And hopefully that's enough. I mean, we can always upgrade these pumps, I guess. And then... Actually, that might just restart the smokeless powder production. And theoretically, if we want to keep this all good and going forever, we just gotta void smokeless powder. I went up way too far, I know that. We gotta just theoretically void smokeless powder production. We just gotta void any excess smokeless powder that we produce that we don't have storage space for. It looks like we don't have a belt coming out of the smokeless powder production. Oh. Right, this thing just comes across this floor and then dumps into here, but yeah. This here is where we're going to. Alright, yeah, so we'll go from here to, let's say, there. Fine, whatever. And then from there... Yeah, that's fine. Again, cutting right in underneath that pipe. Delicious. Alright, there's a smokeless powder production restarted. Woo! Which means, theoretically now, we can make more explosive shit. And more ammo, of course. Theoretically. But yeah, anyhow. I'm assuming all the plastic that is made by that is piped over here. And, oh, I mean, yeah, it's piped into here, where a good chunk of it goes to making circuit boards here. And the other chunk of it just goes directly to these computers. So when we inevitably need more plastic, we'll have to just do more. So let's see. Creating turbo fuel isn't easy. We need compacted coal for that. It's kind of a pain in the ass to acquire. Requires sulfur and normal coal and an assembler. And we're mostly using all the sulfur and coal that's coming. I mean, I don't think we're fully using it, to be fair. So actually, let's go up to the second floor here where we're actually using... or where our gunpowder production is. Like, again, I don't think we're actually fully using up the extent of this stuff. 15 per minute on each of these there. And another 15%. We're only using 30 on each belt from what I can tell. Actually, no, wait, we're doing... Actually, no, sulfur we're only doing 30 out of the 60 that we're to cut, but coal, we're splitting it off again, going into this confusing thing out here. Yeah, I don't think we have spare coal production, unfortunately. So there's, and using... Oh, just 45. So 75 coal out of... Okay, we probably still have a lot of coal on that belt that we can use. Alright, so I'm going to, I guess, figure out some way, some location down here, I guess, to set up... Oh yeah, there's spare space in the corner. I'll set up a... So actually, I'll set up an assembler here. Just gonna place this here for now so I can... compact coal is 25 and 25. We are currently using 75 coal and that per minute. I actually don't know how much this sulfur is. I'm assuming it's 60. It's 25 though, right? I think it'll be fine. Yeah, 25. Yeah, it'll probably be fine. There's no way this could possibly be bad. Or not work correctly. We'll just put... So this is for manual production of turbo fuel, by the way. That is the idea of what behind what I'm doing here. We'll just manually... We'll just have a stockpile of compacted coal here. Which we will... split there for the sulfur. The way that the game tries to do the straight belt sometimes just confuses the heck out of me. Like, there are so many obviously easier ways to do it, and that's what you chose? Really? Alright, and then we connect that, and hopefully this doesn't screw with any of our supplies for anything. That should just make a bunch of compacted coal. Okay. We can go back to the plastic factory now and look at how the fuel accumulation on the output of that's going. Computer plastics factory. Sending a bit of, moving a bit of fuel there. Look at this landscape that's slowly being shredded. Look at that bridge up there in the distance where the actual train isn't loaded, but for some reason the visuals are. There's like none there. How stable has the power grid generally been? The power grid has been significantly more stable though. Okay. If I were to slap down a refinery here. Liquid biofuel. I don't think there's a way to automate biofuel, so that would be a terrible thing. But anyhow. 22.5, that is technically more than these things would have, but oh well. Go with pipe junction. Put in a valve. If I had rubber. Anyhow, we'd go for organization. Put this into default mode. And then we put an industrial fluid buffer out here. There we go. Let me go get a valve quickly. I know we're not stockpiling anything here, but we do need to have a bunch of packaged turbo fuel for the to unlock rocket fuel. So we have effectively byproduct fuel. We still haven't collected this power slug. Damn. Anyhow. Alright. Rubber. And then actually, I'll check on if we have 50 of the radio controllers. This should be the right floor. There's a floor too high, dang it. Go up to the roof. Then we can go grab some compacted coal and get some turbo fuel created. It's not really the roof anymore. It's like the half floor. Because I like built the ceiling so I could send power lines places, and then I forgot about it. Hey, 50. Okay, we'll go put that in after I grab some of the compacted coal that we've produced. Yeah, these I think get used in some project assembly part. Somewhere, I think. But they're also a building material, so like, gotta have them. 88. We'll see how much turbo fuel we get out of this. Keep in mind that like 1 cubic meter, each package of package something is like a single cubic meter of that stuff. So in that respect, the I will go get the turbo fuel thing started. So in that respect, industrial storage containers are actually more space efficient. More space efficient for storing. Some jerks on a motorcycle going by. Packaged fuel inside of an industrial storage container is more space efficient than an industrial fluid buffer in terms of storing fuel. So, throw that junk in, and we'll get some turbo fuel out of there and probably cause problems with power production. Then after we get this milestone, I'll go turn our sights towards getting rocket fuel. That obviously has been the goal. Researching it is actually just as simple as having some basic stuff, right? Like 100 of the turbo fuel stuff. Anyhow, let's go!
Milestone reached. The resource well pressurizer and extractor can harvest nitrogen, crude oil, and water from underground wells.
Crude oil?
Nitrogen, being a gas, does not need pumps for pipeline transportation.
Oh.
Fixit does not process most of your metrics, but I do. According to Fixit predictions, you are exploiting this planet with unexpected efficiency. They did always struggle to see the true potential of things. Nothing about you is unexpected to me, and therefore you are performing exactly as expected.
Have to just find some way to make it kind of like an FU. Alright. Leading edge production. Ooh, those require supercomputers. Minor Mark III, though, that could be very... particle entanglement, not getting into that yet. I guess we'll select... Well, let's not select anything yet. Let's go see... Let's see. Rocket fuel, which is what we're doing here, and then turbo fuel, or ionized fuel. This is like the ultimate power production thing. It requires power shards, guys. Power shards. Actually, we go to power slugs. Yeah, we haven't gotten the time crystals yet, but I believe this, synthetic power shards. Once we can make power shards, we can make a crazy fuel. But anyway, we need 10 hard drive, 10 aluminum canisters, and 100 packaged turbo fuel. So we have a hard drive. Aluminum canisters. What do those cost? Aluminum? Probably. And I'll have to find if we have 100 of the empty fuel packages. Okay. Oh, aluminum ingots. It's a 1-to-1 though, and we need 4, right? There's a weird smell that I'm smelling right now. Yep, no idea. Just a weird smell. 10. So 10 aluminum ingots. And then I have to find if I can get 100, I'll have to find or craft 100 empty packages. So, go all the way up to the top for the 10 aluminum ingots. guess I'll just take a whole stack of aluminum ingots. Doesn't technically matter all that much. And then we'll see if we have any packages fluid packages laying around. Empty fluid containers. There are none in there. To be fair, I don't know if we ever really... And that's not even there. Alright, we probably do not. Which means I'll have to make them out of plastic. I should have... I'm 120. Let's get more plastic. Why not? That'll be good. Okay. And actually, I should go check on the power plant again. But I really want to get rocket fuel research. And then I'll just say that by next week... Actually, wait, shit. I'm not doing a live stream next week because mid-semester break. Columbo Day. Okay, make 4 of these. Those are super easy. Okay. And then empty canister. Oh, it's literally right above those. And we just gotta make 100 of these. And then I gotta build a packager, but you know, little details. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. And now, to package 100 cubic meters of turbo fuel. Hopefully we have 100 cubic meters of turbo fuel inside that industrial fluid buffer. We have some in that pipe. Close to 100 meters. And this thing's still running, so we will... Yeah, we'll be fine. Okay, production. Packager. And we'll just make a generic storage container here. Screw you. Package turbo fuel, put my packages in there. Put my turbo fuel in there. Put my power connection on there, and we got ourselves a turbo fuel packager. These things, again, not the most stable with this running. Eventually that will stop, though. Oh, it just did stop. Hopefully there is 100 of those to package. I will go over to the power plant now to make sure we can turn everything back on over there. Alright. And bam. Alright. Let's check. If the tank here is full, which it looks like it might be, and most of those should be running. Alright, cool. We can turn the last 4 generators on here, and we'll be back to full power production. Should be at least 4,500 megawatts. Or 14,500 megawatts even. There's a lot of power production here, what can I say? Actually, let's see. No. Is that thunder? Hang on. I will check the weather in a moment.
Yes, that is thunder.
Oh gosh, Tyler, you scared me. Just like the thunder did. I did honestly not expect it to be doing any thundering today. So that's probably, I mean, that's a good reason to wrap up the stream very shortly.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you know there is a good amount of lightning nearby your area, so
Oh, that's fun.
So hopefully the power doesn't go out.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't go out. 'Cause then we won't be able to get back into the building. 30. Oh,
that would really suck if you couldn't get back. At least,
like, because all the buildings are like, well, all the dorms at least are access controlled, you know. That's not okay. I need to put a pump on here. That's dumb. Okay, hang on.
It really depends.
And obviously you need power to operate the things, and they need to be connected to Wi-Fi so they can communicate with the servers to be able to check the credentials provided to them, and whether they specifically are supposed to let anyone through. Oh, I hear there's raining. I hear it raining now.
Enjoy it.
So,
at least it's not severe.
Flowing all that stuff in there. Okay. Is any of it going into this machine? You know, I'm just gonna go get more. I'm gonna get more compressed coal and feed that in. See if that helps. Oh, I can smell. I can't tell if I'm smelling the rain or the laundry room that's nearby. I'm smelling one of them. It smells different.
Well, one of them has a chemical rain smell, and the other one is... Did you say laundry?
Yes.
Well, the other one kind of has like a... I can't describe it. Soapy smell?
Soapy chemical laundry detergent smell.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I smell that laundry smell so often when the wind blows the exhaust from the dryers up towards where I am.
That's kind of funny.
Yeah. It's
We're gonna check if the aurora is visible.
It's not exactly an unpleasant smell, but it's still kind of like a, huh, that's not a natural smell.
The aurora may be visible. Well, not in your area.
Well, I mean, obviously, it's raining. There's clouds overhead.
How good is that little rain coming? Wow, it's actually a good... Wow, it's actually a decently healthy storm.
Oh, fun. That sounds fun.
Hope you enjoy it. Going back on mute.
Cool. Yeah, this has literally gotten nothing. Despite the fact that this thing is pumped a fair amount of stuff in here. It didn't go in here for some reason, which makes no gosh dang sense. Oh, it's not connected to power right now, that's why. Haha. Now we just wait for this machine to churn through the rest of these. It is pretty quick. I'll give it that. You guys can hear the sounds of... You can probably hear the sounds of impending weather in the background. I can hear the sounds of impending weather in the background. Live on stream, everything goes to crap once power goes out. Hopefully not, but hopefully I get rocket fuel before that happens. So keep that in mind. If the stream stops suddenly, it's because my power went out. Okay, everyone? I doubt that would happen though, but you know, I have had situations where power goes out. Specifically, I haven't been doing anything when the power's gone out. I was asleep, in fact. Both times. I don't actually know why it went out, but both times it was asleep. I woke up and I was like, it's strangely quiet in here, so my computer's off. The computer's off. The humidifier I was running at the time was also off, but that also happens when it runs out, so at first I'm like, oh, that probably just ran out. That happens, that stuff's fun. Is this thing now? Nope, this thing's still going. 6 seconds for 2 packages, that's 20 per minute. That'll be 2 minutes until we're done with that. Gosh, I also actually don't know. You know what? I will take some time right now to go look up how much power a nuclear reactor, nuclear power plant outputs. 2,500 megawatts each. That's it. I say that's it. That's 10 fuel generators, but given how much, I mean, it's a little bit easier to manage, I guess. But the thing is, you need a large supply chain to make the nuclear stuff go. To be fair, you do only use 0.2 of the uranium fuel rod, which I believe is the worst fuel for the nuclear power plant per minute. If you upgrade it to plutonium, you get 0.1 rod. You only use 0.1 rods per minute. Thixonium fuel rod, I don't know what that is. That sounds interesting. It's a full 1 rod per minute though. But it looks like the advantage of that is that there's no waste produced. You still need water inputted. The water inputs for all these are the same. But I guess Thixonium, it does take more. There goes rain. Actually, I'm going to turn my fan off so it doesn't blow water in. Give me a moment. Woo. I saw some lightning, guys. Not the actual lightning, but the flash from the lightning. Alright. Sounds like we're done. And... wait. The freighter just re-entered? Okay. Well, we have our 100 turbo fuel canisters. I hope my jetpack doesn't suddenly switch them. That would be very annoying. Okay. Still on normal fuel here. To the man. Bam. Sulfur. Rocket fuel. Oh, I need 10. Why do I only have 4? Alright, that didn't take too long. That's not a very difficult. The difficulty is getting to the. I'm missing a hard drive. Give me that hard drive. Now we get rocket fuel. See what Ada has to say about that.
Rocket fuel unlocked. Pioneers will be able to use rocket fuel in the fuel generator and any vehicle that uses fuel, including the jetpack, with appropriate results. Warning: mixing rocket fuel into coffee does not enhance its energizing effect.
Okay. So it's hinting something interesting will happen with rocket fuel and jetpacks, but rocket fuel. Okay, we did unlock these 3 recipes for it. And actually, we really only unlocked this recipe. I could have sworn this recipe was unlocked via the research for this stuff in the MAM. Because this is not the recipe that I was hoping to use. But anyhow, regardless of what I'm doing, I'll figure all that stuff out later. I'm gonna have to say thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Please make sure to like and subscribe. Check out my game, which is linked in the description if you wanna, like, 2 weeks see more of this. Well, ring the bell so you'll be notified when I go live again, and I will see you all in the next Satisfactory live stream.